Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've done a process video. I'm here with the January sketch challenge for the Kitaholic Kits Club. So that's the outline you saw there. I'm doing a 12 by 12 layout with a bit of mixed media because I just can't help myself. I'm just going through the 12 by 12 papers that came in the January kit for the Kitaholic Kits. It was an absolutely beautifully coloured, coordinated kit with lots of blues and aquas and turquoise and all those sorts of things, and with these other little funky designs that you saw sort of me flicking through there. I just sort of fiddle around with what backing I wanted to use. Obviously the kit, the papers from the kit, and the photos themselves are actually a bit dark, so the lighter colours made the photos I think stick out a little bit more on the paper. I decided to use this greeny colour. It doesn't look too greeny, what you just saw then, as a backing, and then you'll see it shortly as I go through each of these papers and see which one I like best. I really wanted to use this this 12 by 12 piece of paper, but it just wasn't going to happen, so I have to save that maybe for a bit more of a summary layout that I'll do shortly. So just trimming my photos up now so they fit sort of a bit equally on the page. As you saw at the beginning, the sketch for this had the use of 2 photos. So that's, what I'm doing here. So the layout itself is on my aunt and her husband adopted a 14-year-old dog that had been dumped, and the RSPCA had rescued him, and my aunt and her husband rescued him as well and added him, Marley his name is, to the mix of dogs that they have already at their house. So this is a picture of my son and my daughter meeting Marley for the first time when coming home. So anyway, I decided to go with this 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper. It is light with some like patterns at the back. I picked it because, as I said, the lighter colours made the darkness of the photo pop a bit so you could see the photo a bit better. Now, the sketch had some strips of paper sitting behind the photos as well. So you'll see me fiddle around a fair bit, got cut out of this because it took me a bit to work out how I wanted to do this. I had no real plan of what it was going to look like. As I said, you'll see me here. I decided that, this layout needs a bit of mixed media. So I get my texture paste out with one of my kaisercraft stencils there, and some of the gelatos that I've just bought. And pick this it's a pinky peachy kind of colour. I was a little bit worried actually when mixing it up that it may not have mixed too well with the texture paste, that it might have made it too light, but I think it actually went quite well, being that the background itself is quite light. So here I'm just mixing the texture paste through the gelato. As you saw, I smooshed the gelato onto my little tray there, which is just the lid of an ice cream container. And I just add a bit more to get that colour right. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. And then mix, mix, mix. As I did say, I did cut a bit out of this, so you don't have to watch the whole process I go through in trying to decide. It was quite frustrating. I think overall it took me, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so to get this layout finished, because I just couldn't decide how, and I was trying to stick to the sketch as well. So it is a bit deviated. I added my own touches with this stenciling and things like that as well. So here you go, finished product of the stencil. I didn't bother showing you how I did it all, or the drying process itself. So as you can see, it is a nice pale pink, but doesn't take away from any of the turquoise, like the aqua colours and blues and things like that. So here I am just laying out some strips of paper I've cut from some of the papers on the off the 12 by 12 pieces that came in the kit. Also some like faux washi strips that came with the printables as well this month. So yeah, just trying to pop them down and make it work. Now there's a strip you can see just at the top, and it says life's all about finding your own paradise. I just thought this was really appropriate for this because, the sad story behind Marley is he was dumped down by a river here in Canberra, and the RSPCA found him, and he was very, very unwell. So he's now found his own paradise with my aunt and her husband, who have taken brilliant care of him, and now he's just gorgeous. So it's a bit of a sad story. It was a bit of a happy ending. In the January kit, we also got these silver doilies. I think they're like DIY shop, Lucky Dip or something like that. I wanted to use it as well, just again, behind the photo that you'll see that goes on that piece. It's a dark photo, so it just makes it sort of stand out a little bit more so you can see it better. So yeah, I fiddle around forever. As I said, this took me longer than I usually do, and as I said, I had no plan. I just had the sketch to go with. So yeah, just going through the ephemera pieces and the printables. I popped them into my little blue tub there now that sits in a basket on my desk, making it a bit easier to flick through. And I wanted to go a little bit out of the zone of, you know, with the, as you can see, the ephemera piece, which looks like a door at the top, and, you know, things like that. When I do a layout, I try and keep to a theme, but this time I just wanted to sort of make it look nice. There was no set theme, I guess, and that's what made it a bit tricky. You don't really get a theme of, you know, dogs being rescued type thing, so, or that I found. So yeah, I just was going with it. And as you see, I flitter around with the embellishments and the ephemera pieces and all the rest of it for ages. I am a Gemini, so generally, you know, by nature I am quite indecisive, and when it comes to creativity or creative projects, I can take a bit longer if I'm trying to be a bit funky with it. So yeah, we got these. It's really quite an interesting ephemera piece that we got in the pack. Oh, this frame. You might see this in a couple of layouts coming up, because this frame, I wanted to use it. I've seen other people use it this way, and theirs looked really good. Do you think I could get mine to look the way I wanted to do? No. So it didn't make the cut on this layout, and I actually don't think it makes the cut on the next few layouts. I'll be uploading some more, another process video, hopefully later today, with a voiceover, a shorter one. I think a Project Life. These have been sitting on my computer to do for about a week. I just have not had time. So you'll get a bit of a double dose, maybe even a triple, depending on how I go this evening. Oh, I'm not sure why that's gone. So yeah, you can see me doing the double-sided tape here to stick the piece down. So yeah, just pulling all those pieces off, and I will stick it down to the backing, which is, as I said, is that nice greeny colour backing as well. And there it is. In the end, I actually was really, really happy with this layout. I was a little bit concerned it probably doesn't quite match the sketch challenge, but when I put it up on the Kitaholic members forum, I did make a note that I did add my own pieces to it, because once I think I got the mojo happening, it was all on then. So again, fiddling around, making a decision as to where everything was going to go again. I stick to the doily, as I said, and these little faux washi strips and pieces of the 12 by 12 paper pads or paper pieces that came in the kit. So, and as I was laying these strips, I sort of wanted to make them, I guess, in like a colour flow order kind of thing. So, you know, if I think I had like a lighter piece at the top, so then it would you know, light, dark kind of things, just to even out the pattern a little bit. I don't know, that was just a me thing, probably more than a, you know, creative tip there. But it worked, and I think it's, you know, it added a really nice touch once I finished it up. Now, as you can see, I've gone for a different ephemera piece, which is that like arch door frame window thing looking at the top with a tag. And I do journal on this tag. The tag actually says at the bottom, life is good, and life is good now for Mr. Marley. He's settled in with his two sisters, which are, what are they, King Charles Cocker Spaniels? No, something like that. And they're beautiful, and they're very spoiled little puppy dogs, but Marley has fitted in very well. So this is back in, I think, June, 26th of June, these photos. So yes, I'm still working on 2016. Whoops. So now I've made a decision on where everything's going to go. So I am just popping that down. So starting to stick things down for us. Just using some double-sided tape. I do pop up the photos only, I think, on the double-sided foam tape. The rest is all just stuck down either with my runner, my tape runner, or the tape itself. So yeah, just plopping things down. So I don't know about everyone else, but my kids go back to school tomorrow. As I said, I'm in the ACT. School holidays is over, and I have to admit this time around it seems to have gone pretty quick, even though we've had a bit happen here in the beginning of the holidays. But yeah, so it's all excitement here, and my little one goes to preschool on Wednesday, so it's all happening. So I hope everyone else's kids are having fun going back to school. I know some other states have got have had school go back already. Yeah. So just taping down those washi or fake washi strips bit by bit. I just use the tape here, slide along, rip it off, and away we go. Not much to I guess, tell you here as we're taping things down. I really appreciate everyone that has watched my videos so far and has liked them, and even those that have subscribed. It's nice to always get a little notification that I've got a new subscriber, or pop in and check, you know, who's there and, you know, who like things and whatnot. As I said, I'm new to the whole videoing thing. I'm getting the hang of it slowly. But if there's things that you want to, you know, would love to see, especially those of you that might be a bit beginnery. I was a beginner once. I still am very much, you know, learning bits and pieces and techniques and collecting, you know, scrappy ideas from people. Leave me a comment and I can do a video for you or whatever. Yeah, just popping the photos down. As I said, once I decided where everything was going, it was great. Everything was just going to happen. It's just getting it happening, really, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes I have a plan, especially now I'm videoing. I do try and have a bit of a plan to cut out those fiddly bits. But, yeah, this one, you know, I just, not winged it, but, you know, as you saw, fussed around. And I edited a fair chunk out of me playing around. At one stage I got quite frustrated with it and was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you would think it would be easier, being that I had an outline to work with, being that it was a sketch challenge, but, you know. Anyone else have, you know, how do you scrapbook? Do you plan? Do you just wing it as you go? Or, you know, let me know how you guys scrap. I'm always happy to try new ways, or always nice to find out what other people do. Yeah. So, and I was a bit impatient with this layout in regards to the mixed media drawing. I think I had a shot. I think I did this during my rest break from work. So I work from home as an educator, daycare educator. So my kids were sleeping, so I was videoing. So I think I got a bit impatient with the mixed media, and I sort of was like, that's why I was fiddling around a little bit too, I think, because I was a bit worried the paint was still wet, or the texture base was still wet, even though I heat gunned it. So, alright, just journaling there, and it just, on the journaling tag there, it just says, this is Marley, a rescue dog from the RSPCA, and Kim and Paul rescued him. Marley is 14 years old. So that's it. I have to admit, I've swapped over to I found the fine line Sharpies. I might have said something, or maybe I posted in one of the groups. At Kmart, they were selling it amongst their back to school stuff. I was so happy. And I have to admit, they are much better and much smoother to write with than I find with the Project Life pens. And I'm finding that my Project Life pens were starting to leak. And it was making me quite cranky because I ended up with black ink on my hands and ended up on my layout. So yeah, I recommend these Sharpies. They're great, and I didn't pay too much for them. I think they're about $4 for a pack of 2, so it's bonus, I thought. Next, I might hunt down this white, the Uniball or whatever it is, pen that people use to journal on their photos. And I do a lot of journaling on the photo itself. I usually use little tags or cut little banners out and things like that, just to pop some journaling on. Now, I think this is this piece of, this phrase piece that it actually is one of the branding strips of one of the papers that we got. And yeah, so I had to add it because I just thought it was really appropriate. Oh, there we go, we're back the next phase. So I did pop another little tag down the bottom. It just says, again, it was from that ephemera pack in the kit, and it says, "This made me smile. Marley loves his pats and cuddles." He's a big sook. He does love his pats and cuddles, and it's very, very cute. Crazy puppy dog. I did add a piece down the bottom. I think, yeah, you can see it. There's a little, I don't even know how to describe it. You'll see it in the close-ups. And again, it came in the ephemera piece. There's like these little, what do you call them, mandalas and things like that. A little piece down the bottom, and I cut, when I've punched out one of the circle pieces that came in the printables, and stuck one of the wooden hearts that came with it as well. These wooden pieces are from Corbett Creations. And Kitaholic Kits have used them a couple of times, that company a couple of times, with some wood veneer pieces, and they are fabulous. And I've seen them pop up on their site and things like that on Facebook, and it's just brilliant. So just adding, I think, the final touches here of the ephemeras and the sequins. I do throw, and I think I literally just pop the sequins down, like, you know, sprinkle them, and where they land is where they get stuck. I think those hands, my hands there, were just saying, yes, finally, I've finally worked it out. I used the, I don't know if I've put them down here. I have. You'll see it in the close-ups. But I journaled or wrote meeting, and then used the white thickers that also came in the pack to spell out Marley as well. And I did pop the date down. So yeah, just popping some sequins down with my Tombow glue. Love this glue. It's great for these little fine pieces of gluing. So yeah, no set plan with these ones. Just chucked them down and away they went. So I do hope you like this layout. There will be some close-ups at the end. As I said, it was for the January Kitaholic Kit Sketch Challenge. So all these pieces that I've used today, the papers, the ephemera and everything, as I've said, have come in the main kit, which is what I get at the moment from Kitaholic Kits. Can't recommend them enough. It's a brilliant kit every month. I've been getting them for 6 or more months now, and it's just amazing. They're Australian based, which is brilliant too. Keeping scrapbooking alive here in Australia at the moment is a bit of a challenge, I think, from what I've seen. So yeah, it's gone really well. And as I said, if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up or comment in the box below. And I guess I will see you next time with another process video. Here's our close-ups. There you go, that's a bit easy to see. So enjoy your day, the rest of your day. I should have this up tonight for you. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.